Hey guys, welcome back to Home Therapy with Ree in the second installment of Building on a Budget. I'm sorry it took me so long to record this video. I had some stuff going on in the house that I wanted to complete before I did another video. So this video is going to be all about the tract home. If you watched the first episode of Building on a Budget, I kind of went over all the new build types and models that you could choose from. And I wanted to start with this way because, as I said in the previous video, we bought our house about 2 years ago. It was a tract home, so that meant we could not pick any of the finishes. So I wanted to start this series to kind of explain to you why we bought a tract home and all the things that you can do of buying a tract home and making it your own after you purchase it. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm doing all my finishes and stuff myself and saving a lot of money in the long run. So like I said, this video is going to be all about the tract home. I'm going to go over the pros and the cons, give you some ideas of things that you can do in your home that the builder may not offer. And then I'm also at the end going to go over a home tour of a tract home. I'm going to explain to you the things that you want to pay attention to, and then what you can do to the house as we go through. So I'm so excited. I promise guys, I'm going to get to the decorating part. I'm going to get to going through my house. I'm actually almost done with my downstairs right now. So as soon as that is done, I'm going to provide you with a house tour. It's not going to be all the way done because I have so many ideas in my head that it's going to take years to do. But for the most part, it's suitable, it's doable, and we're going to go over it. But I just wanted to start at the very basics so you can understand why I chose a tract home and all the possibilities that you can do when you do choose one, okay? So first, before I get into the pros and cons of a tract home, I do want to do my feature today. Today's feature is going to be a taste of healing. It is from a childhood friend. Her name is Jadacy, and she did experience infant loss. So she wanted to find an outlet to be able to deal with her pain. So she started doing recipes. So if you go onto her website, she has lots of delicious recipes on there as far as using cooking as therapy. And then she also has this collection of line art apparel. So she does have t-shirts and sweatshirts. I love this one. They all have different names and themes. Please go check her out. Please go support her. I will link her Instagram down in my bio and let her know that I sent you, okay? So let's get into the tract home. So as I explained to you, I'm just going to go back over what a tract home is. It is a home that is mass produced by a large builder, and everything is kind of streamlined. You're going to get the same cabinets as your neighbor. You're going to get the same flooring as your neighbor. They may have like one or two different options, but you don't really get to choose the options. You just pick the floor plan that you want and the lot that you want, and they pretty much tell you, this color is going to be in that house and this color is going to be in that house. You can choose. Sometimes you can't choose. Sometimes the model that you want is only available in the one color that you don't care for, and it's either take it or leave it. So it's very limited on the things that you can do, but it can also be a good thing. So here are my list of pros for a tract home. You ready? 1, the price is almost always better than everybody else in the market. So pretty much what they can do, since they mass produce and they have a lot of contracts with different builders and manufacturers and things, they can get things at a much lower price than the other builders can. So then they can offer you a house about twice the size as a full custom builder for more square footage. I mean, twice the size for less money, right? So that is a pro. So when I say that we cannot afford a custom home, it doesn't mean that we couldn't afford it. We could have afforded it, but we would have had a much smaller home. We wouldn't have had as near as much square footage if we had went with a completely custom home. And to us, the square footage was more important than the details because, again, we could do it ourselves. Now, luckily, I am an interior designer, so I kind of have more faith in myself than most people do, and that's fine. You can still hire an interior designer to do the things that you would have liked the builder to do, and it still may come out much cheaper than what it would have cost to let a custom builder do it. Another pro is time. So there's some families that are military families. They may be given 3 to 4 months to find a brand new home. They don't necessarily want to get a home that has already been lived in. They want a brand new home. And they don't have 6 to 8 months to wait on a build and oversee a build because they have all these other things to worry about. So tract homes pretty much work really, really well for them. Actually, a majority of the people in our neighborhood are military families because the tract home is the best option for them because they get a brand new home and they didn't have to go through the whole building process and overseeing things. So that's definitely a pro for them. Another pro is you don't get so many choices. Some people hate choices. Some people would rather just let somebody tell them what they want or what they have, and this is what's available. I am not that person. I like to set myself apart and I want to pick everything. But like I said, there are some people that don't. So that can be a pro for others, okay? So those are some of the pros. Now the cons. We actually just ran into one of the cons the other day. And oh my God, it takes my husband to explain all this to you. But anywho, with anything that is mass produced and quickly made, I'm sure there's some corners cut. So like I said, we've only been in this house for 2 years, and the other day the AC went out. We did have a warranty on it, but come to find out, the warranty only covered the part, didn't cover the labor, and we still had a hefty bill at the end once it was changed. It was something that took 10 minutes to do, and it still was quite a lot of money. So with that being said, a con could be that it may not be the quality that a custom builder will have because they're not always getting it from like a bulk place where they have this contract and they're producing like $1 million of something for them. So their AC handlers may be a little more, what's the better word for it? A little more durable or last a little longer than what a mass-produced builder can provide, honestly. Another con is the houses are usually really close together. They try to fit as many houses as they can in one subdivision. So you're not going to get this huge yard. Some people do get lucky. You're going to pay a premium for it and they get like a corner lot or a lot with some water in the back or something like that. And they get a little bit more land, but you're not going to get a whole lot of land with these tract homes. Another con could be a HOA, and that could be a pro and that could be a con. So if you know anything about a HOA is usually a governing body over the neighborhood that makes sure you don't paint your house pink or you don't have a broke down car in the front yard. And everybody can pretty much agree that those things are kind of like, you don't want that to happen. But it can get real petty sometimes. You can't have this kind of tree and you can't have that tree, or you can't have this color rock, but you can have this color rock. It goes real down to the color of the sand, and sometimes it gets really, really petty. And it can be aggravating. Also, the fees can fluctuate. You can agree to pay this amount of fees, and then something can happen in the neighborhood and they say, well, we have a special assessment. We need everybody to pay this much so we can get this pool or whatever. So, and you may not want to pay it, but if a majority of the neighborhood want to pay it, then you're obligated to pay it. So that can be a con. Everybody doesn't like HOAs. Some people like rather be alone, and I get it. Another con is not being able to pick finishes. So if you're my personality type, that was a con for me. I felt gypped and I felt stripped of my ability to pick what I want in my home. Now, of course, I pulled up my big girl underwear and got over it really quick because I knew that I could do these things myself. But it was just hearing no for me was like, no, I want this and I want this. And they were like, sis, you need to go to a custom builder if you want all that. You know where you at. So I kind of had to deal with that. But it all worked out. Like I said, I'm doing things in the house. If you see behind me, you see this trim on the wall. The builder did not do that. I actually designed that myself, and I asked one of my neighbors to do it for me, and I'm so grateful that he did. I'm so grateful for all the projects that we'll be doing. So we're gonna go ahead and go through the tour, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys, kind of recap everything. While we're doing the tour, I am gonna be doing a voiceover so that you can, I can give you some ideas of things that can be done and kind of get an idea of what you can expect in a tract home. They have kind of streamlined it a little bit more. The things that we got in our home are no longer available too, so it is kind of a little more condensed than it was before. But the prices are steadily going up. So I'll kind of explain that as we're going through the tour, and then I'm going to come back to you guys when we're done. All right, go ahead, check it out. So here is a tract home that we're in. I am not going to be revealing the name of the builder because, for one, they are not paying your girl no coins for this, and second, I don't even think they're in certain states. So in order to keep this very streamlined, I'm just going to kind of go over everything. So if you see, we're right here in the kitchen and living room, dining room area. This is a smaller home. If you noticed in the kitchen, they did not have granite or any kind of hard surface countertops. They were Formica. I know that this particular builder is now offering granite only in the kitchen, and they're also either offering white cabinets or like an espresso kind of cabinet now with the modern pools. So I know they do have that option now. So like I said, this home was a little bit smaller that I went to. I went to a larger one before, but I didn't record it correctly, and you guys wouldn't have been able to see it. It was the wrong way. So now we're going up the stairs. And here's the loft space. Now with these homes, the ceilings are a little bit lower. They're about right at 8 feet, which is not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. Some people do like higher ceilings, but it's not really a big deal. You're not getting any crown molding or anything like that. In most of the homes, you only get the ceiling fan in the master and downstairs, and there's a package. I know that you can get ceiling fans in all of the rooms, but you do have to pay extra for that. These homes in the master, they only allow for a shower, a walk-in shower with no glass around, and none of them have tubs. Then they have the walk-in closet. Now, there's little to no room to add a tub, but you can always retile the shower, make the shower a little bigger, and add in the glass surround if you'd like. This is a small loft area. And then now we're into one of the kids' rooms or guest room. Like I said, these homes are really just your basic necessities. You have the laundry room, you have the rooms, not really any extra space, just enough, but they are priced. They're at a good price point. Some things I see that can be done, you can do some peel and stick wallpaper to kind of make it your own, because all of the trim and stuff you see on the walls do not come with the home. This is just to kind of dress it up a little bit as models, but you can always do this stuff yourself to make the home yours. And I actually think that was the last room. And we went through all the rooms. We're back in the loft space. And you see how they did the trim, because this particular home has the 2-story foyer, so they did the trim all the way up to where you can see it from the top. But that is pretty much it for that home. If you notice, oh, look at that window up there. But if you notice, it's pretty much everything you need. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you had an awesome time going with me to the model home, and I hope I gave you some more insight of what a tract home is and help you on your decision if you're looking to build a home. I really would like for you to like and subscribe because it helps me gain more followers. It helps YouTube let YouTube know what you guys like, and it'll push my videos, and it'll also allow me to keep doing this because I need you guys' support to continue to do YouTube. So again, thank you so much for viewing this video. Go with me. My next video is going to be an Amazon haul, and then after that will be my third installment of building on a budget, and it's going to be a custom home. So we're going to go into a huge custom home. We're going to go over all the details and all the things that are custom that don't come standard, and we're going to have so much fun. And after that third installment, I am going to start doing things in the house. Well, I'm already doing things in the house, but I'm going to start taking you guys with me for every little project. I have so many other projects going on that's coming, and I want to take you guys and also kind of let you see my decor. I have like this modern contemporary theme that I love, and I want you guys to be able to see it. But I'm getting there. Please follow me. Again, like and subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Goodbye.